Alright, I want to show you what I did here. I upgraded my V2 power drive Minn Kota trolling motor. First I upgraded to the co-pilot, and that just gave me a remote, but it doesn't give the features that the iPilot has. Like the little anchor on the bottom, that is spot lock, and to the right of that, I don't know, I haven't figured out that rabbit button, but the N button, that gives you, well, it's, you point it at a tree on that side of the lake or whatever, and you hit that button, it'll just keep you headed at that heading. So right now I'm just dragging a jig around and see if I get any, see if I mark any fish on here, and then I can hit spot lock and jig, jig, jig. But yeah, I'm in cruise control, whatever you want to call it. And I really like it. It was really easy to do. You just pulled the cover off, and then this top piece fit right on top of where that cover was. Then you unplug the controller that was in there. Then this wire here, you feed all the way down through into here, and there's a spot for the wire to go. And then you plug the two wires in here, the black and white. Then you hook this cable up, and you're in like Flynn. The only thing it doesn't have, like on the Tarovas or whatever the other Minn Kota motors that come with iPilot, I've only got the handheld control. I don't have the big monster foot control, which I don't like that big monster foot control anyways. It might have some advantages that I'm not aware of, but I'm just using the remote. But I'm not marking any fish here, so I'm just going to keep going along until I find some fish, and then hit my spot lock. Hopefully I'll get back to you and show you I got fish. But I am pleased to have that. The autopilot just working away right now, keeping me headed right in that direction. And you can see my line on here. This is where I started it. Then I changed the direction on it, and it's a nice straight line. So it definitely works. And right now I'm just going like 0.6 mile an hour. Sweet daddy. Minn Kota. I ordered it right through Minn Kota. I think their website's like Johnson Outdoors. But they have what you need. I strongly recommend it if you do a lot of drifting spinners or casting swim baits and such, and crankbaits. Get your spot, hit spot lock. And I was on spot lock earlier, and it kept me right there. So, all right, Papa out. All right, just been kind of tooling along, and now I'm finding bait. So that's what the bait fish look like. So now we're going to be looking for arcs below there, and we know there's fish feeding on them. But let's go back to this iPilot. I really like, it shows the speed in the top right corner, and it's really right on with my depth finder. So it is Bluetooth. It's how it communicates between the remote and the power head. But you can look at my lines. It does nice straight lines. So here I was going along, pointed at a different direction, went straight for a while there. Here I just kind of jetted out to 18, anywhere between 16 and 18. Now I'm starting to see some action below the bait fish. But then you can see it just always keeps a nice straight line. And then if I get a nice bunch of fish below there, if it continues, I'll just hit spot lock and try and jig them up. But yeah, it's got the speed right on there. And I don't know if this is a variable speed. Like when I used to set my other one, just the co-pilot, when I would set it on like the second speed, my speed would vary a little bit as, you know, wind would come along and such. But this is staying right at 0.6, 0.7, 0.6, 0.7. And it is really nice. It shows your bearing on there. Then I'll show you, here, I'll hit spot lock once. We'll see what the power head does. So it's correcting and making the boat stop, pushing us straight back. And it should start turning around. Okay. And then it shows the speed on here as that's going up and down. Now it's correcting that way. And we are anchored. So we are going 0.1 mile an hour. It'll settle down to 0.0. I think it keeps you in a 5-foot radius of where you hit spot lock. But yes, I am very happy, and as I learn more and more about it, it should help me catch more fish. So thank you, Minn Kota. Now I know I can link it with, see, I don't remember if Minn Kota links with Lowrance or if it links with Humminbird, and then Motor Guide links with the opposite one. I don't remember which is which, but I don't ever link it to where you could follow the contour lines. You know, you can just point it right down your contour line and hit autopilot and it'll go right down that line. But there is a way to link them. I just am not smart enough to do it. But so far so good, and I'm hoping to catch some fish here because this is where the bait is. And it's keeping us right anchored in this spot. Nice. Pop out. Well, I really like that Minn Kota upgrade. I caught a bass, but I was able to troll with crankbaits too, out in deeper water. Did some reef runners out in 28 feet of water. Didn't get anything there. Did some shad wraps in 12 to 15 feet of water, nothing there. Did some rattle traps in 5 to 7 feet of water, nothing there. I got a bass. Oh no, I got that bass on the shad wrap number 8. I think it was 11 feet of water. And I got one largemouth bass. But yeah, I really enjoy that trolling motor works great. That spot lock is really nice. The autopilot's real nice. The remote, I like the remote. The digital readout on your speed, and you can see if the propeller's turning. You know what speed you're at as far as 1 through 10. So you got 1 through 10, then it shows the actual speedometer, and it's accurate according to my GPS. So Minn Kota upgrade gets thumbs up for me. That spot lock is the shit. Fish donkey, baby.